Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently at peace, which of course means that we need to mothball our forts. I just noticed that these were not mothballed. So there we go, that is now done, and we've got 471 ducats. We can also set an agenda here, which we should do. What do we got? Religion in Capitania being Jewish. Okay, what are we converting right now? Araka. This is going to be done eventually. The missionary strength is going to be 2.4, so that's probably okay. What else do we have? Probably not. And Palestinian trade power in the Ligurian Sea, probably not there either. So for now, let's go for this. There we go. And we'll get Capitania converted as soon as we can. Now, we can invest in a new tech, but we are 3 years ahead of time, so I do not want to do that at this time. We will wait on that one. Otherwise, I was looking at the aggressive expansion, and can we see aggressive expansion in map modes? That would be really convenient, actually, for visualizing what we've got. There's a coalition map mode. Yeah, that actually kind of does it. Okay. So we can see that these guys down over here, they don't have much aggressive expansion at all. These up here, they don't have much aggressive expansion at all either. These over here, they've got a fair amount, and there's some up over here as well. So we need to chill up in this direction. The HRE is very, very upset. So we definitely need to chill on this side. But out over here, we might be able to expand. Might. So I'm thinking down as far away from the HRE as we can, down in the Mecca direction at this moment. So with that in mind, and actually I kind of want to pin this map mode because that was very convenient. So let's see here. This is the coalition map mode. Where is that? Here we go. And I want to, can we not drag and drop? Apparently not. Let's just put it in here like this. There we go. So we now have a coalition map mode here. That will be very convenient. So let's hop over to Mecca, and we absolutely want to start, fabricating a claim on them. So let's build the spy network down over this direction. So that's underway. It's going to take some time. We're mostly going to be chilling at this moment. And yes, we need to deal with our diplomatic relations situation. That's absolutely the case. We should, I think, grab quality ideas, boosting our artillery combat ability by 10%, and that's also going to give us 5% discipline. So that's huge. We also unlocked a new policy, and we should probably take a look at that. Now, we probably don't want to go down quantity ideas until our next tech is grabbed. We've only got 3 years here, and as we can see here, we're currently 4 years away from getting this, although it's going to be less than that because of this 30% malice, but that's fine. So we have a policy available, and we have access to, just 5% discipline. That's huge. We'll absolutely take that. As far as our admin policy goes here, yeah, we need to complete quantity ideas. That's fine. So no major issue there. Now we've got some money that we need to spend, and I want to check in on workshops. Here's a good one. And on synagogues. There are no good synagogues to build. In fact, there's no synagogues to build at all. We'll come back to manufactories. We don't have the money right now. So who's Mecca allied with? They're allied with Al-Jaf. That's these guys. They're a city-state, so that's convenient. Ayyubid Abyssinia. So that's going to be like down over here. That's these guys. They're not terribly strong, but we'd probably want a third army nearby for that. What else do we have? Yamama, which is a very entertaining name, for sure. That is these guys right out over here, actually, and they're not very scary. And then we've got Badi, which is somewhere around here. I'm not sure exactly where. How powerful are they? Oh, that's these guys. They're not very powerful at all. So I'm thinking we move one army down. This army can be the one that moves, and this army can drill. So we're going to move you right on down. These guys are currently drilling, and I'm okay with that. It's going to be a little bit before this war breaks out. So that seems absolutely fine. Royal marriage offer from Alexandria. Yes, please. We are definitely A-okay with that. So here we are now, and these guys can start to drill. So that looks perfect. We'll have enough cash shortly to get a manufactory building. In fact, we have enough now. So we should probably consider doing that. And let's go for Zidane. It's only half a ducat per month, but it'll do. It'll do. Now, I would like to start thinking about expanding our backline. We're really not in a position to do that, though, with regard to our land force limit. We've got a lot of money coming in, which is neat, but we definitely need more. So we can do a seize land. In fact, what do we got? 4? I'm going to double it. We're going to need money for that, of course. So we're going to take this up to 37, which of course means that we should also take this up to 37. And we'll need money for all of this. So we're going to need a little bit more over here. Just waiting on that month tick. There we go. And then in here, we're going to need 2 additional caravels. So we'll build 1, and then on the next month tick, we'll get an additional one going. There we go. So with that done, now our naval expansion is completed, and I want to double our amount of cannon. So we're going to take that up to 8. Heretic regiments in Araka? That's probably fine, right? Araka's down over this way, I think? Up here. Okay. Let's just move up over here. And we'll see what ends up happening as soon as we select this. I'm going to give it another month tick. Actually, this is going to time out soon, isn't it? Okay, they didn't pop. Beautiful. So we're going to head right on back. Military access from Croatia. I'm going to decline that. I don't want more diplomatic relations, so we don't have any Croatian diplomatic relations right now, and that would cost us, so we don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure military access counts for that, right? Yeah, it definitely does. So we can now grab this if we wanted to. I mean, we can still grab this. We don't want to. We're still 2 years ahead of time here. So we're going to continue to bank our admin power for the moment. We can store up to 1030, and that seems okay. These guys are claiming our territory. Very rude of them. But what we need to do right now, of course, is we need to get our cannon expanded. We can get roughly 1 per month, approximately. So there's 1 unit of cannon finished. Or 1 army of cannon finished, I should say. Araka has been converted, and we now absolutely want to get Capitania. So that'll be absolutely wonderful. And we just need a little bit of cash at this point. So we're at 25.3, and that's absolutely understood. We're making a good amount of money at this juncture. But I want to further expand this. Ooh, 500 ducats. No, I don't think we should do this. We'll take the 2 unrest. It's fine. So we need to get additional cannon being produced over here. We're doubling our overall cannon quantity. And we're going to keep doubling it periodically until we get to a point where our cannon is equivalent to until our backline is equivalent to our front line, is the way that that's going to work. So we do have some provincial unrest. This is out in Tatooine, which of course is over here. That's a long ways away from our territory, and there's not too much that we can do here. So we're just going to have to wait this out. Separatism is 18.5 right now, and that's understood. So for the moment, it is what it is, and there's not much we can do about it. Okay, a bar mitzvah. I don't want to spend this much money on a bar mitzvah. Thanks. We're going to say no. Okay, so blockade efficiency or lose the stability. We'll lose the blockade efficiency, thanks. That's absolutely fine. And this is at... Okay, so we have 2 armies completed now in terms of their expansion. 2 to go. So we're just waiting for some additional money to come in. It'll be fine. So overall, these are going to end up at 37k. Sounds good. We'll get an additional unit coming in here. We can now, of course, grab ourselves a quantity idea, but we don't want to because we are about to need to get technology. So that looks good. We're going to be getting Tech 15 here shortly. And as of right now, we'll have this in July of 83, so this will be about 6 months late. Our dip tech is going to be significantly late, and we're deeply unsurprised about that one. So that's absolutely fine. We do need to get our dip tech finished up, so we need to get these vassals annexed. This is going to be Sicily or Gabes would potentially be the next one. Yeah, we're not really in a position to do it. For the moment, we're going to hold off. We don't really have diplomats. And Mecca, we're definitely ready to attack down there with our spy network anyway. But we're not ready to attack them otherwise. So we'll get these constructions finished. That'll be absolutely fine. This is now at 8, so that is all queued up. That looks good. And we just need to expand this army. So we'll get that up to 5 anyway. And I think we'll wait to do this war until we have the next military tech. That'll be absolutely A-okay. So this cost is going to drop by 50, or 60, actually. So that's definitely going to save us some time. That's what, 3 months? About 3 months, yeah. No, about 5 months. Like 4.5 or so. That's not bad at all. So we're approaching our maximum admin power, but we're also approaching the year tick. So this is absolutely perfect. No problem there. A skill 3 master recruiter. I think we'll take the prestige. That'll be fine. So it's now January. And everybody decided to enter a golden era all at the same time. Well, okay then. We'll wait it out. So we can grab this mill tech, which we want to do. This will give us new infantry. This will also give us land morale and military tactics. That's a huge mill tech, actually. That gives us an insane advantage over anyone who does not have this military technology. So we'll go for that. And we're also going to grab this administrative tech, which is wonderful. There we go. We're going to be a bit behind on our dip tech, which is understandable. Let's celebrate this festival, and we do have these armies all good to go. So I'm going to have them stop drilling, and they are going to make their way down this way. Actually, I'm going to leave this one here, right? Hang on. Where was this guy? Down here. Right. Okay. I was thinking there was an ally that was up over here. Is there? I don't think there is. However, Yamama's here, and they could theoretically come around this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these guys move here, these guys move here. We're going to unmothball in Medina, although we're going to have all of them unmothball when we declare this war automatically. So that's not, necessarily the biggest of deals. But we'll get that going. And this unit I'm going to hold in reserve for right now. So they can remain drilling for the moment. Okay. We just lost money and took a loan. This is because our units are taking attrition down over this way. Okay, that's understood. Tatooine is now cored. So I want to check over on Tatooine here. They're at 2.5%. Understood. We should make this into a full state, and then we'll need to core it again. There we go. We've definitely got the admin power for that, so that's not a concern. So we're in position here now, but we are taking attrition, and that is costing us tremendously. This is currently costing us 6.34. We're taking a lot more than I would have expected. This is probably just due to extending our land force limit. Yeah, that's 12 per month. So that's definitely painful. That's understood. We're going to take this up to 8 and call that good. So now what I want to do is I want to attack Mecca. So we are going to fabricate our claim, and this is going to be on Mecca directly. We now have our CB, and we're going to declare this war. So, Taiz, Al-Jaf, Ayubid, Abyssinia, Yamama, and Badi. We expected all of those, except maybe Taiz. Why are they joining this? Are they the Defender of the Faith? They're the Defender of the Sunni Faith. Okay. So that's understood. How powerful are they? Oh, hang on. These guys. 38k. Miltech 14. Seems okay. I'm going to declare this war. It's going to be potentially a little bit on the spicy side, but we have no diplomats to spend right now, which means we should pull this diplomat back. And yeah, this seems okay, actually. I'm just looking at the total troop counts here. It seems fine. Okay, so this army stopped drilling. That's okay. This army up here should keep drilling. We're going to have these forts be mothballed. Like so. We don't want to pay for them. So those forts are going to remain mothballed for the time being. Down over here, I think we don't actually need Tabuk because Medina should cover that for us, right? No, Al-Jaf. Al-Jaf is here. I forgot about Al-Jaf. We need these guys to go take care of Al-Jaf. Cool. So that looks fine for now, and we're going to have these head in and hopefully stack wipe Mecca immediately. We have a good numerical advantage here, and we did stack wipe them. Beautiful. So that looks good for now, and we are... we're locked in over here awkwardly. Just stay in siege. That'll be fine for now. We can call allies in. Alexandria will actually join this. They would not do that before. We'll call them in. We're not promising them land. So that looks good. Alexandria will join, and we're happy for that. Seems great. So we're losing money right now. This is due to the attrition out over here, and that's not terribly surprising. So Taif is now under our control. So the question is, how much do we think we can actually get out of this? Al-Jaf, we definitely want. There's no doubt about that. But I'm not sure if we can actually do it. And they occupied over here. Whatever. I don't care. They can do that if they like. Can we get to Jeddah? Yes, we can. Let's do it. So that looks good. We're going to hop into Jeddah here. We're going to stack wipe a cavalry unit. Beautiful. So that seems fine. We see some armies moving around over here. It actually looks like Alexandria is going to be taking the brunt of this. Noted. We're going to go help them as soon as we finish in Al-Jaf. Their army is out over here, heading this direction, perhaps for Yamama, which is a little awkward. So Al-Jaf is going to fall very soon. Our coffers are getting worryingly light. So there goes Al-Jaf. Perfect. Now we need to go save Alexandria. So that's okay. They're taking the brunt of this, and that's absolutely fine. We like that. So we're going to head over here. Hopefully this doesn't fall on this tick. Broken promises. Okay, sure. They do have a lot of forces over here, and they may try to pile in on this. They're actually heading away, though. Beautiful. We just stack wiped this unit. That was huge. This is that Miltech coming into play here. Like I said, this is an absolutely enormous Miltech, and they don't have it. So that's a very big deal. That and that 10% extra discipline that we just got. So there's that, too. So we're going to catch a force here. They're leaderless, and that stack wiped as well. Looks like they're heading for Tatooine. I want to head over there, too. Our siege over here is going pretty slow, but the question is, do we want to piece out Al-Jaf separately here? Maybe. They have 21 reasons not to do this. That's interesting. Who would be angry? No one we care about. So I want to do this. They have 21 reasons not to do this right now, and that's mostly just length of war. So we'll just wait that out. That sounds good. Where are they going up here? It's very awkward of them. They're just kind of charging. I don't know where they're charging to. Are they trying to chase this force? That's kind of insane if they are. We've got a force right here as well. So I want to catch that, and that's probably also stack wiped. Maybe not. The Emperor is dead. Long live the Emperor. Okay. So that's... Oof. Those are some bad stats. Okay. So we definitely want to... peace offer from Aljov. No, we're going to decline that for now. We definitely want to give our ruler military command next opportunity we get. So that's fine. It was very awkward, for sure. Very awkward indeed. Eventually, this siege will end. This guy actually is a siege specialist. We should switch who's running this siege. And then we'll head these guys down over here. This up over here, to be honest, we've chased these guys so far. A free stability? Ooh, yes. And 10% discipline. Wow. We just got David's Mighty, which is somewhere over here. Here it is. Morale of armies plus 10% for 30 years. Wow. That's powerful. That's incredibly powerful. So I have no idea where their army went. We should probably just head back at this point. Yeah, we should definitely head back. So we're on our way back, and these guys are sieging down here. We'll get all of these pieced out eventually. They are currently attacking up over here, which isn't terribly surprising. But it is rude. No doubt about it. So we'll move our forces back and start clearing out some of this. There's a lot of little guys over there, and hopefully we'll start clearing up some of these sieges soon, and we can direct some of these forces back to help clear up some of this. That would be the ideal scenario, but we'll see. They're not sieging our capital, which is wild. They should be. They should absolutely be sieging our capital right now, but for some reason they've decided not to, and I really don't have an explanation for that. Okay, we just finished the siege of Mecca. So at this point, we're going to want to come back over this direction. Oh, that's so much money. No, our treasury has other priorities. So Alexandria is taking back this territory for us right now, which is neat. We're definitely happy about that. And we've got these two armies that are both heading in over this direction, right? We're kind of pincering them right now. So let's make our way over. Alexandria is also in the area, so that looks good. Due to changes in your country, rabbis will no longer have enforced unity of faith because we have everything unified. That's why. Okay. So we're going to fight over here, and that's pretty much free. We've got additional forces coming in to fight here. We're going to catch some of those. And I'd like to come down and catch these, but alas, we're going to be routed through these guys. Okay. Locked in here. Do it. So this is looking absolutely fine for right now. We've got this very, very under control. We're going to head up over this direction. They're doing very badly in the actual battles, which we expect with our tech advantage. So that's absolutely wonderful. And we're going to take back Sharkia now. Yeah, we're going to catch these guys up here. This is going to be a bit tougher of a battle, but actually, this is going really well. They're Miltech 15 as well. Are we just rolling incredibly? Okay. That's a 9 to a 0. Yeah, that's what's happening. So that's a really, really good roll there. That was really solid. So at this point, we want to, like, piece these guys out if we can. I would really like to just white piece them. They're not interested yet. They will be with a little bit more length of war. So that's good to know. I do want to head down over this direction. No, I don't want to use a fleet to do that. That would transport all over the world. Okay, so we do have our transport fleet here. We should redock that. But we're not really in any threat in the Mediterranean, so that seems fine for now. And we'll head on south. So eventually this fort will fall, but not yet. This is from Aljov, and I don't care about Aljov at this moment. Yeah, we're taking loans. I do kind of care about that, but for the moment, this is okay. 165 with a weak claim. Honestly, sure. That's not bad stats. That's kind of what we need. The weak claim is rough. But, okay. That's a whole lot better stats than what we have right now. We should probably have one of these armies head around and start attacking Yamama. I would like to vassalize them. Okay, we'll recall this diplomat for now. And what I want to do overall is I want to piece these guys out. Vassalize here would be ideal. Vassalize here. Take this. Take all of this. And then see what we can do with Taze. It's probably not going to be very much. But that would be the overall goal. So Aljoff, they're now willing to do this. And we should do this as soon as possible. So we'll piece out Aljoff separately. There we go. And we're going to need, of course, to core that. There we go. That looks good. So that's now done, and we're just going to... Oh, that's awkward. Okay. We're just going to come in here and siege this. That'll be fine. Now, this down over here would need to be attacked. So let's head out over this direction and come down to, like... this down over here, right? So I just want to walk down like this. That'll be fine. They can't really deal with our armies, so that's definitely a good sign. No doubt about that. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We just finished up this siege. I want to move out over this way next. But we just finished up this siege. That's a big deal. So we're going to get that progressed next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Aurelio, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.